Day 14, part 2. It was a good day, I think. Finally got on a roll with the offer creation. That was my big task that I wanted to get done today. It's taken longer than I thought because I had to go through the process of exploring like the installation warranty terms and conditions because I want to cover basically everything.
This is The Sales Game with Josh McKay, helping solar business owners sell more, make more, and work less.
I want to give a customer the feeling that if anything goes wrong, it's going to be covered. But there's also some scenarios which we can't cover, like what if someone else comes and works on it and then fucks it up? Or what if there's like a lightning strike or some severe weather conditions or just some misuse or neglect or something that caused that. So there is a few things that I'm going to have to provide a document for, but I finally got to a point where I was happy with the wording and it was powerful because in checking with that, my mum actually happens to be like the avatar of the ideal customer that we are trying to attract. And so I ran that warranty part past her and her initial feeling was, oh, it would just make me think how much would I be able to claim and how long would it last and what's covered. And so the initial version was just too legal. And so I made it more definitely in favor of the customer and increasing liability to the business, that's the effect that you've got to have when you're trying to give it a genuinely good warranty. But in the conversation that I had with Mum was actually really insightful because that one of the recent things they've done a home renovation and they went with probably a bit more of a premium builder. I don't think they market themselves as premium, but just someone that really takes care of everything. And the budget ended up blowing out about 100 grand, which is not a small amount. I think it blew the budget out by almost double what they expected, but they were really happy with it because just the builder gave them this just experience that everything was sorted and anything happened. They were really watching over everything and using good labor, good contractors and stuff. And so it was good to go through that process. I actually spent about an hour on the phone with Mum just asking about that process, and it was extremely insightful. And I've got a bit of a frame of mind of the customer type that we're going for, definitely for residential, or what they're looking for. And so that's been really helpful in going through the guarantees. One of the things that I've done is I've actually removed the guarantee where it's a 12 months change of mind thing, because Mum expressed the idea that, look, I don't really want it removed, I want it fixed. I don't want to take it off because then I'm going to worry about my roof. And that's like all these things. I don't want to know that you're trying to think about what's going wrong. I just want to know that if something does go wrong, it's fixed. So basically, instead of doing that, which I was actually really worried about that guarantee, I've given the same experience or the feeling, that guarantee I was hoping to achieve by providing a more comprehensive warranty and an easier warranty to claim that covers more. And so I'm happy with that. I'm quite happy with that. It's also made it a lot easier to present. I will share what I'll do once I've got the offer finalized. I will share what I've created. I'll just read it as I'm going to present it on the thing, and the only way to know really is to see how it lands with people. It's going to have to be something that I'm adjusting, but for the initial sort of thoughts of it, it's taken a few days to really get this narrowed down, but I think it's super important. The commercial aspect, like the business customer aspect of it, is just going to be adding in some physical checks and some reporting, and just some things that a business customer is I want to know and I want to report and I want to know that it's sorted, and I just want this report in a super simple format, and I want the report twice a year, and then we're going to do reporting twice a year and one physical check in person once a year, whereas the residential will just be one over the phone sort of check with how the system's working and how their bills are going, if they've got the good rates and sort of stuff like that. Also, I'm thinking more and more about the lead magnet idea for both business and commercial and residential is this energy assessment and like solar design. So we can go in there, assess how they're using, what appliances are causing them the biggest spike in their bills, and design a system that will account for how they use their power without having to change shit around and just use in line with how they're using, and give them a report on all of that, and then an expense, like it's basically a quote, but go through and design the system. Because in order to give a quote, I've got to design the system, and people want to know, why are my bills so expensive? But then also, how do I fix that without doing much effort? So that's what we're doing for free, which we'd do anyway, but presenting it as a lead magnet and getting an introduction into us and how we work. I think that would be a good marketing tool, because just going straight in for the solar offer, I don't think it's going to work. I think it's too high value of a thing. So I'm definitely going to try, but I think I'm going to end up being on the lead magnet. What have I done? So the offer is very well on its way. I would say 70% complete. Just the last little sort of parts of the value stack I've got to add in, the little bonus bits. The liability insurance, I still haven't received that quote, but I pushed the guy for it. He said he was going to get it to me today. It'll be tomorrow. Need to get that sorted. I've told him I need it by the end of the week. I think he'll get it to me tomorrow. Jerry created a new sales launch logo, which is actually really cool. It wasn't even part of our plan, but he was doing all the LinkedIn pages and he wanted to optimize the profile, and he couldn't help himself. And it's actually a really cool logo, so I'm quite happy with it. The last one took me like 2 weeks to do, and I still wasn't like fully set on it. I was like, oh, this is better than everything else I've got. But this one, it's a pretty cool logo. He's quite talented in that regard. There's been a few extra pages added to LinkedIn, because there's one thing you got to have your personal page, but then also the page for each brand. And the personal page shows that you manage those pages. So he's doing those pages on pages. He's doing the copywriting for it, but I did say that I probably wanted to revise the copywriting to be my own sort of wording. He's cool with that. So I'll do it once the CRM's done and I'm working on the website. That's when I'll do it. It's feeling like it's dragging out. I'm wondering about the website. I think we're going to have to get it developed, but I'm very curious. I think we're going to have to get something up, because I need to start working on leads. I need to put that order in by the end of this week, and I would ideally like to be starting to go out and attend leads. Offer done first thing tomorrow. I'm going to wake up early. Offer getting done first half of the day. CRM working on that second half of the day. Website Thursday. And then leads. I might order the leads tomorrow actually to push myself, because we need money now. I called up Amex and clarified on what my spend limit will be. There's a possibility I'll be able to spend money straight up front without having to preload it. I'm not confident in that, so I'm still thinking that the first few sales are going to have to be customer financed. So the deposits I get from customers will have to pay for the stock. It won't be long before I can build up the credit limits, so that might slow down the process a little bit, but I'll also need the customer payments to have some money for the ongoing expenses as well. Basically just need to make sales. So there's a bit of mounting pressure. I've got $6.5 grand left, but I've got to pay Jerry tomorrow, which is like $1,750, and then I've got to pay for leads, which is like $2,700. So then I'm down to $2.5 grand or so, I think, after that. Yeah, at least it's enough to keep it going, but it's not enough to do a lot more like development and to spend too much more time than this week on it. And I don't think we'll be able to do the website until we get some customer payments, get it designed, unless it comes in like under $1,000. If it comes in under $1,000, I'll probably just do it, get it up and running, and then get out there and make sales and just concentrate on that. And Jerry is also helping me get the Google business listing underway. So basically I just need stickers for that. As soon as we've got the stickers ordered, I'll be able to go and get the Google business address for hopefully Spark Edge and for sales launch and the same video call. I've got to put some signage up, and yeah, Jerry's going to help me with that as well. Super handy having Jerry. This sort of stuff honestly, I probably would have, at this stage, I probably just would have gone out there without it and then figured it out later. I committed to a lot by getting the commercial leads on, because we need a website. I probably could have gone without the website or a real rough version of it, but the commercial leads has put a bit of pressure on getting the website and the socials stuff done. So anyway, challenge accepted. I will share with you tomorrow what my plan is in the morning, and if anything changes between now and then, which often it actually does. So until next time.